Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now today I'm on here because I want to do some more work on this piece for my journal cover. I'm working on me, not a journal cover at all. My mistake, it's my needle book. It's my needle book. Okay, and I have to do the cover before I can do the inside bit. But if you've seen the amount of stuff that I've been doing lately, you can see that I haven't caught up to this because it's been a big job, all these things I'm doing. Okay, I've been doing lots of things. Right, I love that. I do love how it did that. That just worked so good, that did. I'd even do it in a different colour later. And I think I've seen somebody doing something like this too. And then when I sat it there, I thought, oh, that looks good, so I'm going to keep it. And so I've done bullion stitches up one side, so the other side I'm just going to do straight stitches because it's just how I'm going to do it. You see, that's just the way it's going to be because that's what I said. I don't need to put bullion stitches all on this side too. I just want a straight stitch on this side, okay? Okay, come on. Now these are a lot of Sue Spargo inspired too, how she works. I do like the stuff that she makes. Other ladies do it too. There's a few different ones on here that do this sort of thing on YouTube. We can all do whatever we like, can't we, really? Because we all know how to sew. We all know how to sew. It works really good. We can do what we need to. One lady said she was putting these on and couldn't work out why they wouldn't iron on because she forgot to take the paper off the back. Well, that'll happen to me too, for sure. I mean, that's just things happen like that to us, don't they? It's okay. I'm sure you're fine now. You've figured it out. I might just put a bullion stitch knot up the top here because I think, you know, where that one there is. But I just feel like it needs to be a bullion wrap there. Or stitch, whatever you want to call it. Gee, this is hard to push through. I've got a few layers there. Oh, come on, don't panic. Nobody panic. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. That looks good, doesn't it? Now this is a very fine crochet thread that I'm using here, but I like it. I think it looks really nice. You can use all sorts of different things on this sort of thing. Whatever you like. Isn't that fun? Do whatever you want to. Okay. Which most of these things I pick up, these rolls of thread I've picked up second hand anyway. Sorry about that, I've got to have a drink because I start talking and I lose the... Yeah, look at that, there's a circle in itself. That's neat. I do like that. I'm going to stitch these ones on first though because I love what I did around there with them blue knots. I need to put something around here too on these ones that give it a bit more of a lift along. I want to pick it up a bit. I had some gold. If I just had gold, I probably have, but I don't think I'll find it in the first place. I'll look, right. I bet you I can't. You never know though, I suppose. I actually found another box of cotton. Well, not found it because it was obviously already there, I'd say. But it's not a real discovery. See, that's a bit green, isn't it? Don't know what I think about that. Yeah, there's this one here, and well, it's not gold. I need something like that. And I have some of those. Now, where are they? If you just hang in there a minute, I'll find them. They've got to be here somewhere. And I know they're not out there in the other room because I've already been out there today working on stuff out there. had a big day. I got up this morning, I was sun before my eyes was open practically. I had to, last night I couldn't get my video to go up because it was taking hours and it never has done that before. And the, wait a minute, look this way now. It's never taken that long before to go up there. And the, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. That's great, I've had a senior's moment. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Bit thick though, is it? Too thick? No, maybe not. Yeah, so I was waiting for it to go up, and then I said to Jeremy, well, we're going to have to go and have my shower. And I said, well, we just watch it. We will until see how it goes. Anyway, he took the computer and set it on the bed. So he was waiting for me, and then he said it worked. It's up there, so that was good. And because if I had turned off the computer, it would have stopped loading it. I wouldn't have been very happy about that, I can tell you now. I'm just seeing if I can find those variegated shiny threads I used to have. They've got to be here somewhere. The chair needs doing something with, fair dinkum. It only annoys me though when I move, and then I don't think about it after that. I love that colour. Oh dear, I've got stuff everywhere here. I need some of that. Oh, this is nice. And it's a good thing. Yeah, well, one of these days, when Sonya gets all this energy she's thinking about, and do this stuff. See this? I've had that since the year dot. Didn't want to use it because then I wouldn't have it anymore. Bought truckloads of the stuff since. On ball to wall, you know, because then you couldn't get them on balls to wall when I bought that. There was no such thing as a ball of chenille thread. I got one more. And this is not it either. No, that's not true. I don't have one more. I have more than one more. Sit still on the chair, Sonya. Well, people will get upset with you. I'll get a bad report. I will. I'll get a bad report. Oh, it's me. I've got to be able to find these here somewhere. These are wool ones. What do I do with them? These are my last two choices. What's in here? Oh, nothing shiny. Where's my shiny cottons? I wonder where my shiny cottons are. Gee, that's a good colour. Oh dear, oh dear. Nothing shiny in there. Nope. Oh, hang on, the green one is... No, it's not. Oh, goodness me. The yellow one is. That one is. That's not. Oh, hang on. That one is? Yes. That's pretty. Righto. And the blue. Just leave it there. This is wool, isn't it? Yeah, oh no, it's not wool. But there's nothing shiny that's thin. These are too thick to use. I must have left them boxes of cotton somewhere. I must have left them somewhere. Probably in a bag or something over there where I haven't been looking. Well, that's upsetting, isn't it? Very much so. Sometimes makes you wonder, doesn't it? I haven't got the strength to clean up my own mess, tidy up my mess, and put away my stuff. I haven't got time really. Everything I do, I get it done. It takes me a few days to get it done, or 3 weeks, and then I make a mess again, and that's the way it is. Okay, so I even forgot what I was doing, you know. I'm sorry about this. Oh, here's one. Look at this. This is nice. Why did I want the shiny one? Put around the outside of that, did I? Was that my idea? I think so. And there's a yellow. That's pretty cool. Be able to see that a bit. Not much, but a bit. What about this one? Yeah, okay. That's nice. I have a box with all that in it. Well, I did have, because look, here's some of it over here. Look at me. I wanted gold, didn't I? I'm sure I was looking for something gold. I think I was. Well, that's not supposed to be there, is it? Gee. Corrine would be really upset if she'd seen my messy room, wouldn't she? If she it was hers. If anybody's seen my messy room, they'd be absolutely devastated. Of all this beautiful stuff I got in here, though, I managed to look after it. You know, it might be, but I still take good care of it. Might be untidy, but it's still looked after. It's not dirty, or even though I don't think it gets fluff on it, doesn't get a chance. Not fluff, dust. I try not to keep. Oh, we had a bad time years ago with all the dust and the smoke and it, because it was drought and it was terrible, really bad. Everything was dusty all the time, and you couldn't open the doors for the dust. And then when the dust would clear, the smoke would take over, and it was just, you know, terrifying. Be outside and you think, oh gee, here comes another dust storm, and there'd be all this red going across the sky. It was bad, it was. Really bad. Now, I don't know, maybe I might do that around the outside of that. The blanket stitch, I might do blanket stitch around the outside of this. I know it's close to the same colour as what I've already done the other thing in, but gee, this is thick, it doesn't matter. Anyway, if you like to watch me sew, it's okay. If you don't want to watch me sew, well, maybe you can go and find something else to look at. I don't know, I'm sorry about that, but I need to do this. This is what I need to do to keep up with what I'm doing. Doesn't that look good? And tiny little stitches. I'm going a tiny bit over, you know, the edge, but that doesn't matter. I like that. And we still got to sort out. I've sorted out what I want to put in there, and now all I've got to do is figure out the pages. And I don't think that's going to be too hard. I don't think doing that bit's going to be hard at all. I hope not, at any rate. I'm going to I might put the edge around it on the sewing machine. I have to see what I think. Oh dear, I wish I had some more wallpaper. I need some wallpaper, but to make for a couple of covers that I want to do. Can't find any. You go and type in wallpaper and they come up with this ridiculous looking stuff. I need something that's vintage, like, well, a vintage style that's not too big and bold. Not too big and bold, because I want to make another journal or two, I think. I've got so much stuff there to do that with, and this, and I make journals and or covers or whatever. Bags and things. So it's hard to decide what to make things into, but oh, you know what else I want to do? Oh, some of the English paper piece, and Susie's doing some houses that she's, some house-shaped things that she's making. Oh, they're not houses. Well, they look like it. Susie's Craft, I think her stories, her YouTube. And she does lots of different interesting things. She's a very clever lady. She's in the UK, as far as I know. Come on. Ah, that looks delicious, doesn't it? Look at it doing though. Look at the thread it's doing. At least it's only doing it to the end bit yet. The piece I'm sewing in's fine for the time being. I'll get some more of this, I think. I do have some, but I've been using it, so we could run out, you know. And that's me, though. When I was ever going to make a project, if I'd find something that I wanted to do, even if I had the stuff, I'd go up the street and buy the stuff again, so I wouldn't use what I had. Because I didn't want to not have it. I don't do that as much anymore. I've got a bad habit, though, looking for things. If I can't find them, like I don't know what I did with it. I used up there the other day. I couldn't find my stapler. And I always looked and looked for it, and it was just really annoying me. So when I went to Can Assist, as you know, that's one of the places I shop for bargains. They had these pretty good U-Butte staplers that would have cost a fair bit of money, and a whole heap of staples. It had $2 on it. And I thought, well, I'll have that, because the one I bought was just ordinary, and it was $4, and it's just an ordinary one. It wasn't anything flashing, heavy duty, you know. This one was probably from an office or somewhere where they'd be using a fair bit, but there's nothing wrong with it. And I thought, well, I'm going to have that. So when I come home, I found my other one. It was just there. It wasn't really hidden at all much. It's incredible, isn't it? But anyway, now I've got two. Same with the the sticky tape. I had to buy a roll of sticky tape the other day because I was making somebody up a parcel. And you know what? It was the weirdest thing. I made this person up a thank you parcel, right? And I gave it to her, and she looked at me like she didn't even know who I was. She had this really vague look on her face. I don't know what she said. I don't even think she said thank you. She just looked at me. And I didn't know what to say, so I just walked away. It was really weird, it was. Oh, dear. But anyway, maybe the lady was just... it was the strangest thing, truly. Gee, this looks good on here, doesn't it? Bringing it up a bit. And I'm just going to make it while it's all going all furry on me, but it's okay. At least the bit I'm sewing on there is not furry yet. And I hope I make it to the end, because it looks really good. Definitely a piece of art, this is. Could be, I don't know if it's abstract, because you can tell what it is. Abstract art, I can't figure out what that is, really. I just know it's supposed to be abstract, and I've got nothing, I'm afraid. I'm going to actually go right around here with this. Where's the end bit there? And then I'm going to get some fresh thread, and then I can put it down there, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't. I didn't go all the way around with that one, but this one won't matter because I'm going to use the same thread on that one when I come back to it. I'll just end that off there. I don't know what we do with these end bits. We just probably have to put them in the bag or something, because he's really got bad, isn't he? So I've got a lot of these, but I don't know what they are. This one here is this is a mullet, and I don't know if these ones are. They could be. No, they're a bit thicker. I have some really nice DMC gold ones. Oh, gee, that looks good, doesn't it? Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Right. More water, Sonia. Yeah, the time goes quick when I'm in here of a morning. It really does. I've got this piece here, but you can't, I don't think I could sew with that. It's too thick. It's a piece of crochet stuff that you used to do crocheting with, but it's too thick to sew. You could use it for couching down, I suppose, if you want to do a bit of couching down. But I'm not going to do a bit of couching down today. I have to fasten that back up a bit so it won't... I'm going to have to go through these things and put them in boxes. I'm sure I will have to eventually. Excuse me. Not nice, and I've got the hiccups. Now, I'm going to have a look at my book, I think, and see what's in this. See what's in here that we've collected up that we can put through there. Oh, that's interesting. But I need something around the outside It's not the last one I'm not showing you, but hang on a second till I find a page. I'll find a page first. So there's all this, look, in these things. Look like light bulbs or leaves, whatever. Don't think there's anything on that I've I'd like to get this. Oh, I'm going to put another lot over here, of course, on the back. But I'd like to do the stems. I'll do that with a cross stitch. That looks really good. So I could probably do the stems on that like that too, couldn't I? But I think I might put some knots around that. Because, you know, you just pick out whatever you feel like you want to do. Just come, you know, come to your brain maybe. So she's done all those in the same stitch, and that's okay because they're just done with different fabrics and different textured thread. So you can just put it whatever colour you want to. Got a big box of thread here, but I don't think it's got my gold stuff in it. It's terrible when you can't find your gold stuff. Never mind. I do know what I do want to look for too. I'm just going to creep in here a minute. I did put these in here. I don't know why I put these in here. Oh, here's my here's my circles for me yo-yos. Now why I put them in there, I'll never know. Because I've got some here. I might have been going to show you these. Here's a heart one. There's a flower one. And this one here is just one of those. You can see that I've never made anything out of those. We might try this one day. This is a little box, and it's got the shapes on it. Yeah, so, and these things here, these are for ironing your applique. So if you make a cylinder, you know, by doing 2 pieces of fabric, if you made a cylinder like that, and you want to put the back where the seam is on there, and then you're going to put that down in there, and you iron it, and it makes it really nice and flat. So you just use that bit. Okay, one of these days I'll come on here and I'll show you properly about that, because I think I was supposed to do that for somebody and I can't remember now, because that's why I went looking for the heart-shaped one. Turns out all right too. The suffle thing, or puffy heart. It's a puffy heart. I only paid a couple of dollars for that. These other ones I did pay a little bit more for because I bought them new. And then I have this one here that I haven't even, can't really say what a job they've done at all on them yet. I don't know what I've got on that. Oh, that's the heart one. This one here, I don't know if I've actually used this. To be honest, that cost me $11. But that's okay. I'll get round to doing them one day. And the only reason I thought of that is because I wanted these yo-yos here the other day. I couldn't find. They were not in my yo-yo container, because I have a yo-yo container, and they were not in there. But now I know where they. I had an idea they might be in that. So thank you for letting me find them. I hope you didn't mind, but I needed to find them. Okay, so now. Right, this is really fluoro, isn't it? Goodness. Anyway, it looks really cool. Got stuff everywhere I do. I just have things all over the place. Well, I can't find anything, I guess. I do find it eventually, though. If I go looking, I do find them eventually. Isn't it weird? I remember I had this really good stuff yesterday and I put it somewhere so I could use it. I'm going to take those out in the lounge room with me because I need to make some more supples. Okay, so now we've got this bit, and this has really got some go to it, hasn't it? Wow. Goodness gracious me, Sonia. Now what are you going to do with it? Look at it, you've done that. Portercraft. Oh, I bought this at the shop up the street when they had this sort of stuff there. I do like the colour. I've never used anything like this before. So I'm going to have a go. What do you reckon? It'll look good. It's different, isn't it? Divide it in half. I'll have 3 and 3. Pretty colour. See how you imagine what you find if you just have a look about. I come in here sometimes and look around for ages at the good stuff I got. All the good stuff I got. Took a long time to collect it though, people. Didn't get that really fast. Started this sort of thing about 50 odd years ago, so collecting up stuff, well, maybe had a bit, but not until about 10 years ago. I only had a bit, and then I used to be able to store on a table in a few drawers out there in the family room. And then after that, because I think my eldest daughter had moved out by that time, and I had a spare room, but I never used it for myself until I started doing the videos. Am I going to put that on there? I am. Up the middle or down the sides? I think I might do some bullion knots, not bullion knots, some French knots up the centre of this. I was going to do the stem, but I'm going to do this first. I've got 3 wraps there. That's a fair few, isn't it? We needed something substantial. And I did them too tight. I got it through, but I did it too tight. Here's one. And we do another one. Make sure he's in line. Keep him in line. I have to do the same because otherwise it won't look right. Oop. I can count. Goodness me, Sonia. Right, sorry I've been silly. It's incredible, you know, you're walking around in this old body. Well, it's a bit old. And your brain's not there with it. You're still only a kid or young. We're still young, aren't we? We don't get old with our bodies. That's a good thing, I suppose. Well, I don't know how we'd react or how we would act if we did. What would an old person act like? Although some of them think that they've got the right to be angry, I guess. I don't know why, but some people get a bit angry when they get older. I hope I don't. I don't want to be an angry person. Sometimes I get angry, but other times I'm okay. Mostly okay. Well, that's not too bad. When I do around the outside, I'm going to think it's going to look a lot better, though. Just saying. I think I might want a bit more of this, or some other colours like this. I don't know if I can get some or not. Because that looks really cute. Now, I picked out a few other things, didn't I? What about this? This look all right around the edge. No, you can't see it very well. I've got the yellow one. They look all right around the edge. Yeah, there's a yellow one around that one too, but that doesn't matter. It's fine. Go with that. Hang on a minute. Oh no, I thought I had a blue one. They were just coming out of the woodwork here now, aren't they? These bits. At least me getting warm in here with my heater going anyway. It's something. I was in here the other day. Absolutely freezing. Kept on thinking, oh, I won't be long now, won't worry about turning it on, but that didn't happen. I kept sitting here longer. I just keep doing what I was doing. Taking my time about it. I do love that colour. I do love that colour on that. I probably once would have thought I'd never use that, but I am going to. I might have some more in that bag that says Sonia's not going to use this because I have got another bag of thread somewhere that I haven't rolled on. I could have more that I'm forgetting about. I think I want to do this in the blanket stitch because I want to end it off neat. You know, I don't mind the raggedy look, but gee, somebody's dog's out there barking all the time. I wish they'd help them poor animals so they're not barking all the time. They must have an issue because they probably want a drink or something to eat, or they don't want to be by themselves. I don't know what it is, but it's very upsetting, you know, when the animals start this barking. And it goes on and on. He stopped now because I said something. Ours does when Jerry goes out the front. She gets upset when he goes. He used to take her out there, but there's too many cars now and too many people, and you can't keep an eye on her. She's only little. Well, you've seen her in the garden, and she gets real upset because she likes to go with him, you see, to help him with stuff. Some days she's really good and she'll stay at the gate, and other days she wanders off. And see, people walk their dogs past here too, and one good snap and she'd be gone if any other dogs tried to get after her. She thought she probably thinks she could go and get them, but because that's what little dogs are like, aren't they? They've got a lot of get up and go in a fight or whatever, but she might not be able to make that. Might not work for her. I think I know where that dog is too. It's in the house down the road there a bit. And people need to fix it. Need help it. Needs help. Maybe this is too long. I should cut a bit off it, eh? There you go. I'm here. I'm just concentrating a bit. So I should do that more often. I get out there sometimes at night time and try and look at something on the television or YouTube and try to do this at the same time. It isn't very easy at all, fell in now. So but I used to block out everything before. I'd be sitting out there with everybody, they're watching TV, but I wasn't paying attention to that. I'd do me sewing. And then I'd say, oh, I haven't seen this, and they'd go, yes, we have, Mum. You just didn't see it. You just didn't see it because anyway, I'll be busy. Now if I want to watch a story, I've got to pay attention. I do like a good story with a good plot. I'm going to put that down in the top of there. So I do that so it won't go. Now this is unthreaded, so it won't go around the corner and miss the stitch. We don't want it to miss the stitch. Now I don't know how long I've been on here for, but I don't think it's been that long. I think we've got plenty of time. I'm sort of stitching over other stitches and that, but it doesn't matter. It all adds to the texture of the thing, doesn't it? You don't really have to sew that down, but I'm going to. Well, I'm going to do a bit around the edge of it, I think, because I need to put something else besides the pink in there yet. I'm thinking about it anyway. I'll just look at it for a little while yet. I'm going to have to put on, I'll do another, I'll finish doing this part while I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with it here. This is not helpful. This keeps coming undone. And this is fraying really bad here because I probably didn't get enough fix stuff on there, that Bondweb Visor Fix, whatever it's called. Visor Fix, Visor V, I don't know how it's spelled. Okay, so that's a little bit hairy, and that's all right. We're not going to panic about it, it'll be fine. Nearly there, I've only got a bit to go, run out of cotton. Go fast. I would have liked to take it right round the edge, but under the bottom, but I'm not going to worry about that because I'll do them other stitches up in there in a minute. Did I get it all through? Did I get it all? Missed one. Goodness me. I have to undo that and redo it. Take it through there again, but I'm going to do it first with this needle, then thread the needle. And through there. Put it down behind the back. Come undone again. Okay, right. I'm going to put a, I'll just do one of those, I'll do one of them quilter's knots if I can. Get it down here close to it. Well, you do a knot and then you pull it right down to the back of the work like that. It's probably not right down far enough, but when I get this other piece on here that I want to put on it, well, that looks really nice, doesn't it? Now I think I want to put little bits out there with that, but it's only one strand, eh? That'll probably keep coming undone, but we'll have a go. I only want to do one strand of this, just so it's a very light, very slight amount, but it's there. Yeah, a bit of, give it some sort of a look. Is that what I'm going to do? Put that down there, there, and there, there, and there, maybe. Yeah, okay. Do that. Come up through that piece. Go over the side. Okay, let's do it. We can do a fly stitch on this, but I'm doing it back to front for the time being because I'm going to go. This one's back to front. Sorry about this. If I take it over there, right, and then I'm going to come up in under that one, a little knot. Come up under the knot. Loop that through, bring it down through there. How's that work? Good. This one could be a bit that way. I'm going to come up there and do that. I'm going to move it over by coming up here with my thread and my needle and going down in the middle of the French knot and just, who could you be that way a bit? Move him over. How's that look? Pretty cool. So then I'm going to come, which way will I go now? So I've got that going under there. Do I want to put a piece down this way? Probably did, but I didn't do it. So I'm going to come up there close by, go down onto there. Right. Now this time we'll do that as we're going because I went back up to that bit, didn't I? So we'll go up here, up this side, come up through here, under the knot, and go down in there. How's that look? Pretty cool. That's it. See that? Gee, I hope you've been able to see what I'm doing. This camera needs to be a bit closer to us, doesn't it? There we go. Now that I've nearly finished, we've decided to put the camera down closer, Sonia. Never mind. It's okay. Go down in there. Now you could do this first and then put the knots in, but this way I know where the knots are, you know, so the knots are, and I can just work underneath them, can't I? Looks better, doesn't it? I think so. I do love it. I do love that. One more. I had to think about that for a minute. I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. Now the reason I'm doing this in 3 sections, you can do it in one go, but I'm doing it because it's thick, the fabric. That's why I'm just going through the back and then coming back up. Okay. Instead of picking it all up at once. And then I'm going to trot up here. And I probably should do that through the back of some of these threads. Go through the back of it so it's held down. Because I want to put one more stitch up above here. Oh well, this straight one anyway. The straight stitch in here. Okay. There you go. Now that looks good. I'm going to still go and fix this a bit. I've decided I'm going to get this knot here under control, and that's all there is to it. There we go. How's that? Pretty cool. And that, isn't that neat? Oh dear. Oh. Got some cobbly up mess here on the back, haven't we? It'll be fine. I won't be able to see that. I'm going to put stuff over it. Okay. I do like how that looks. I do like how that looks. Now, another one. We've got a little bit longer yet, so we can keep going. This one here, what am I going to put on that? Do I have any bright purple on the shiny? Any shiny bright purpley stuff? I've got any shiny bright purpley thread, Sonia. Not necessarily stuff, but thread. That's nice, isn't it? That? I'm in a bad habit of throwing everything, aren't I? I've got this one. This is, well, it doesn't really bring that up very good, does it? This one here looks good. But I need to do something in the centre, and these I've done all them the same. But that's okay. There's no rules. You can say, do whatever you like. It's your piece of work. All I feel like I need to though is another box of cotton, because I really want to find that box of cotton. Isn't that terrible? When you've really got your heart set on something, it's not anywhere near you. Well, it must be. There's just no way it can be anywhere else, because I've been looking everywhere else through the house for it. When I say that, I meant in the only room I thought it was in. Not through there. No. What's that one? I think I've looked under there for a nice one. I remember it really plain. I mean, I know what I'm looking for. I just don't know where it is. So I'll put it back in here, something like that. I might have pushed it back in there and it was out of sight or something. this morning. Give me a second, I'm going to dig down here a bit further. I found another pot of cotton. Keep finding potfuls. But no. Hang on. What have I got in here? This is ordinary sewing thread, isn't it? Not any. Anyway, it wasn't in that sort of thing anyway. It was in a box that you closed up. Okay. Right. Sure. Okay. I don't think I'll be finding that today. It just doesn't seem to... Just have a quick look. I don't think I missed any. Oh, hang on. There's a pink one. Crikey, I might have done. Might have been looking for something else in here though, was I? Well, that's nice. Right. Well, I didn't see that before. Oh, here's blue. Goodness me, I must have put them in here. I didn't think they were in here. It's tricking me. Excuse me. There's that one. There's green. Oh, look at this. I thought I had these in their own box. No wonder I couldn't find them. They're in amongst these things. Oh, goodness me, Sonia. Oh dear. Well, I do move stuff. I tend to look I found. Look what I found. I got this thing about this stuff the other day. Remove it all. Oh, but there's a goldy sort of bit. But there's not gold thread. Okay, so there is gold thread. You'd think I'd sort it out, wouldn't you? I can't. I keep doing it, then I get it all popped together because I want to take some with me to the other room, and this happens, and now I've found some. Look at this. I'm sure, though, I put this in a different box with the variegated stuff. This is awesome. Look at this. This is what I wanted, this colour. Here we go. I did want this colour. Because I'm thinking, oh, good, it's already cut. That's all right then. Now, this is a DMC, and it says, well, that's a number on it. So these others may be too, but they're not. I know I've got a gold one. This is a goldy colour. Yeah, I like the blue. I'm going to have a go at this. So how many strands is on here? It's only 3. Right, I've already got... Hang on. Yep, there's 3 there too. Righto, throw it away. It's hard to sew with, but it's fun, isn't it? It looks good. Looks good. Oh, that pink one. Delicious. Now what am I going to put on this? I don't know. So how about a chain stitch? How about a chain stitch? Down the middle? Do you think? Of here? That's a bit thick. I'll have a go and see what it's like. We'll just put one. I'm going to have to go through and then bring it back up because I think that's way too thick. So yeah, it definitely is. I'm going to cut that off there, that knot, and then we'll start that again. I'm going to get less thread. I need less thread. Okay, come on. Hope this doesn't go over time. You little rotter. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm enjoying sewing with this. And it's going to keep coming unthreaded out of this needle too, because the needle's got a big hole in it. It's a very fine thread, so it's going to keep doing that. Look at this band-aid thingy. Not good. Okay, so let's come up through the back here. Made a big hole, that did. Now we go down through there, and we'll come up, and I can't, I'm going to have to come down and come back up just through one thickness because I've got a truckload of really thick fabric here. It's really thick because I've got lots of pieces that we're going through. Now that's a bit disappointing. I've already got that sort of colour on there, but I don't think I like this, what I'm doing here. I don't know why. I'll go back down in there. Try again. We'll keep going. It's a big... Out through there. That's not too bad. I go back down next to that bit. Hope he didn't go right through to the other piece. And then we come up through here. Go down through there. Come on. It doesn't matter if it goes a little bit sideways because you probably don't need it straight. You can go on a on a little angle, a little curve. Go there on a little curve. Go back down in there. This way. And come on. I'm just pushing these through just. It's okay though, because it's still working enough. I'll have to go down and come back up the other. I haven't put the stem on that top one yet, have I? Need to do that.